Can you figure out the height of the man standing between these two walls before the final answer is revealed? This puzzle looks simple at first glance, but the hidden geometry behind it leads to a surprisingly elegant result. Stay until the end, because we're going to use proportionality and the theorem of Thales step by step to determine the exact height of the man. In today's video, we have two walls facing one another. One of the walls has a height of 5 units, while the other wall has a height of 3 units. A straight line is drawn from the top of the wall, measuring 5 units, to the foot of the wall, measuring 3 units. And another straight line is drawn from the top of the wall, measuring 3 units, to the foot of the wall, measuring 5 units. At the intersection point of these two straight lines, a man is standing upright, exactly as shown in the diagram. The objective of this exercise is to determine the height of this man. So let us begin. We begin by creating a visual mathematical model of the problem. We replace the walls and the ground on which the man is standing with straight lines. We also replace the man standing at the intersection point with a vertical straight line whose height is noted h. Next, we note the horizontal distance between the two walls as the distance d. In addition, we note the distance between the vertical line representing the man and the wall measuring 3 units as the length x. Therefore, the distance between the vertical line representing the man and the wall measuring 5 units is equal to d minus x. Now let us consider the two parallel lines representing the wall of height 5 units and the height of the man, together with the two secant lines intersecting them. According to the theorem of Thales, we can conclude that the ratio h divided by x is equal to the ratio 5 divided by d. By performing cross multiplication between these two fractions, we obtain h multiplied by d is equal to 5 multiplied by x. Now let us consider the two parallel lines representing the height of the man and the height of the wall measuring 3 units, together with the two secant lines intersecting them. According to the theorem of Thales once again, we can deduce that the ratio h divided by d minus x is equal to the ratio 3 divided by d. By performing cross multiplication between these two fractions, we obtain h multiplied by d is equal to 3 multiplied by the quantity d minus x. Let us keep these two equations in mind. From these two equations, we can deduce that 5 multiplied by x is equal to 3 multiplied by the quantity d minus x. This implies that 5 multiplied by x is equal to 3 multiplied by d minus 3 multiplied by x. Therefore, 3 multiplied by d is equal to 8 multiplied by x. This means that d is equal to 8 divided by 3 multiplied by x. Now, by substituting this result into the first equation, according to which h multiplied by d is equal to 5 multiplied by x, we obtain h multiplied by 8 divided by 3 multiplied by x is equal to 5 multiplied by x. Therefore, h is equal to 5 multiplied by 3 divided by 8. Thus, h is equal to 1.875 units. And this represents the height of the man standing between the two walls. This is what completes our exercise. So in this video, we transform a visual puzzle into a mathematical model and use the theorem of Thales together with proportional reasoning to determine the exact height of the man. We found that the height of the man is equal to 1.875 units. If you liked this puzzle and found the explanation helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another mathematical challenge. Also, write in the comments whether you managed to find the correct height before the final explanation. Finally, if you truly enjoy this kind of educational content and you want to take your own YouTube journey to the next level, I invite you to check out vidIQ. Using the link in the description, vidIQ is an all-in-one solution designed specifically for YouTube creators. It allows you to schedule and publish posts directly on YouTube, analyze your channel's growth with detailed insights, generate thumbnails, create videos, scripts, and access a wide variety of other powerful tools all in one place. If you want to support this channel while also boosting your own YouTube performance, getting a subscription to vidIQ is one of the best ways to do it. Just click the link in the description, explore what it can do for you, and start improving your content today. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video on the Mathematecher channel.